Johnny, Elvis's bloody popularity, it just seems to go on and on. Elvis, Johnny, yeah. Well, I read an article a while back, Johnny, that said that if Elvis's popularity and his mystique continues to rise at the level that it does, then in about 245 years, he could be classed as a god. A god? Yeah, a god. Well, that's what happened to Jesus. It took a couple of 100 years before they wrote bloody all those good stories about him. Johnny, are you saying in a couple of 100 years Elvis could be regarded as some sort of a bloody messiah? Really? Yeah, the authorities say that if he keeps on going like this, Elvis could be seen as a god or a messiah. But Johnny, everyone knows Elvis is just bloody Elvis. He's not a god.
Thank you very much.
Now it seems stupid to you and me, Johnny, at this time, because Elvis hasn't been gone long. God rest his soul. But Elvis hasn't been gone long. And by Jesus, there's a lot of people out there believe he's bloody superhuman and can do all this sort of stuff and all that. And if in a couple of 100 years they might be saying that he performed some miracles on stage. Oh, I suppose now you mention it, yeah. Well, he did have a godlike presence on stage, Johnny, there, especially in the golden years when he had his bloody jumpsuits. Oh yeah, they did that with Jesus too, yeah, it was a couple of 100 years. But Johnny, we did a hard-hitting expose on religion a couple of episodes ago, and it seems humans need some sort of a bloody religion or some sort of a spiritual bloody belief. Well, we do need some sort of religion, they reckon. We need spirituality, and perhaps that spirituality is being supplied by rock and roll. Yeah, rock and roll, we've been listening to it for bloody years. People put it on when they're bloody going on road trips. They put it on when they're feeling bad. Well, we treat them like God, so they get up there and we listen to every bloody word they say, and we listen to their songs, and we we take bloody instances of their songs and relate it to our own lives. So you're saying that rock and roll, music or rock and roll itself has taken over as a religion for some people, for millions of people? I'm telling you, it's like a religion, Elvis or not.
Very well. I think you have the wrong man.
Because I think the government's plotting against me.
What's gonna happen? You're still okay for time, right?
So I wrote this song for him.
So are you saying that rock and roll, Johnny, could be seen as... It's not as stupid as you may bloody think, Johnny. Yeah, well, what about Bono? Bono, he's a bit like that.
You're mighty young to write such heavy lyrics.
Yeah, well, Bono, I think Bono at one stage there thought he was the bloody Messiah. He'd argue against it, though. I mean, there's more evidence of Elvis and these rock gods than there is of Jesus. And look how big he's become. So maybe rock and roll just fills that spiritual void that was filled with religion, say, 100 years ago. And now we have these heroes. We put posters on the walls and make little shrines to them and wish them happy birthday, even when they're dead. I mean, what's the point of wishing Elvis happy birthday, for Christ's sake? I think people who poo-hoo rock and roll is just rock and roll. I think they've got to look a little bit closer at how much of a bloody significance it's played in people's lives. I mean, people put it on when they're feeling down and when they're feeling shitty. They put it on when they're...
Eric Clapton, a 23-year-old ex-stained glass window designer, rated by most as the finest instrumentalist of his kind in the world.
But Johnny, none of these people add up to the volume of stuff and the influence that Elvis had.
That we really are thankful for all the success that you made us have and everything.
Johnny, Elvis did have disciples. They might just call the religion Elvis.
Pandemonium has broken out here on Elvis Presley Boulevard in Memphis.
On August 16, 1977, he suffered a violent heart attack and died.
The world is shocked by Elvis Presley's sudden death. Thousands of fans from all over the country are converging on Graceland, trying to get in to view the body of the 42-year-old king of rock and roll.
I'm a believer in Elvis and all his teachings. He was ridiculed early on in the piece, like Jesus. I mean, he was persecuted, Johnny. So was Priscilla. Would she be a bloody Mary Magdalene character in years to come?
One thing about Elvis is he was authentic. He was the real deal. Stage appearances or when he would go on tour, you couldn't help but fall in love with him.
Priscilla is celebrating their life together at their home, Graceland.
So every dream that I ever dreamed has come true 100 times. I learned very early in life that without a song, today will never end. Without a song, a man ain't got a friend. Without a song, the road would never bend. Without a song. So I'll keep singing the song.
Don't be surprised if in 244 years, Johnny, there's bloody little statues of Elvis on bloody little shrines and people are going to church and listening to his bloody songs. I don't know about in 200 years, Johnny. I reckon he's a god now.